Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, the interstellar storyteller, and this is going to be your monthly reading. I am recording it for March, or in March rather, but it could find you at any point in time and feel relevant to you. Energy works in its own cool way, so whenever it does find you, I'm really glad you're here. Thank you for being you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate every view, every like, every comment, every subscriber, every donation. It's just like, yeah, wonderful. You're wonderful. This channel wouldn't be what it is without you, and it wouldn't be like blooming the way that it is without you. So thank you for being here once again. My intention with these is that I want to be of service in some helpful way, and my hope is that they can come alongside you and assist you in gaining greater clarity to, anything you have been feeling, navigating at this time. But that being said, right, like always tune in with your own intuition, your own inner guidance. You know yourself best, so don't make anything fit. You'll know when a message resonates and you'll know when one doesn't, okay? I also have been starting extended readings where I break the month up into weeks, and we kind of take the energy in deeper. So if you're interested in that, they're $10 Canadian. All of the instructions to purchasing those extended readings are down in the description box below. Okay, and let's jump in. I've been getting this kind of like sea themed visuals for you, Gemini. Last month was the starfish with the missing leg that's regrowing, which was a really cool reading. And then this month I received a visual of a seahorsey. And again, Gemini, you taught me a lot. You ushered me down the rabbit hole, and now I am full of many more fun facts, and I love that. So thank you so much for that, and I will try my best to share some of them with you, because I know that you like fun facts too. You like to gather information. You like to know different things, So we'll share. And I can't remember all of them because I honestly just went down like the rabbit hole on seahorse facts and videos. And it was amazing. I highly recommend. I will link a couple down in the description, but please go on your own journey. And then come back and tell me about what stood out for you, because I love to learn as well. So the first thing, okay, where do I even start? Where do I even freaking start? First of all, they're ancient, old, beautiful sea creatures that have been around on this planet for like, I think millions of years. I think that's what I saw. So like incredible. They're elusive, like they're elusive. They kind of like do their own thing, right? Which reminds me of you, really bopping to the beat of their own drum and like doing their own thing, And what else? Where else do I go? They're very loving, monogamous creatures, which I didn't actually know. And when they greet their mate, like each morning or like whenever they see each other, I can't really remember, but I feel like it's the start of the day. It's something that they do right away. They dance. Oh, and please look that up. Look that up. They dance with each other and greet each other, and sometimes it can last for hours because they like to date. They like to spend time with their mate to to freshen up their commitment to each other, to spend time with one another, and also to check if the other is alive still. So that is really cute. They're not the fastest swimmer, but they're an excellent hunter, and they're incredibly innovative with their swirly little tail that can grab onto things. They're very innovative. They think of new ways to get around, which also reminds me of you, Gemini. You rule the 3rd house. This is kind of like short trips, travel, movement, communication, you know, community, the list goes on. But their tail, like, they grab onto things, so they'll grab onto different, you know, creatures or debris, unfortunately, and mosey on to where they want to go. And that tail also, like, when the seas are stormy, when things are intense, because they have that little fin, and they're very small at times, and you know, a different kind of shape as well. So they can be susceptible to getting blown around a bit. But with that tail, they latch onto a rock, they latch onto like a piece of seaweed, they hold on to each other, and you know, anchor themselves. So they're very smart, just like you. They're very innovative, just like you. They're very loving, just like you. They're very, you know, unique, just like you. They're expressive, just like you. And magic, just like you. Another really interesting fact that I did not know about the seahorse is that the males, they have the babies. So the females, they just deposit their eggs into the male, and they bring their babies to term, and then they go through a labor and give birth. And it can range from like kind of a small amount of little baby seahorses to like 1,000 seahorses. So, you know, this is different and cool way of, you know, alchemizing, you know, masculine and feminine energy. Like, that's not, you don't see, you know, the male species having the babies a lot of times. So I think another species that does is the sea dragon, and there was another one or a couple that I can't remember. But so this is really kind of showing me this different, you know, innovative, expressive ways of, you know, expressing masculine and feminine energy within yourself and within a couple, you know, which is very cool. Yeah, interesting. So let's see what's coming up for you majestic little seahorses out there, Gemini. Please let me know if you know any other seahorse facts, or if any of that kind of sparks any interest to you, because I feel like there's going to be a lot that we dive into with that. Gemini. Ooh, the Empress. Ooh, wow. I love this deck so much. It's called the Muse Tarot. This is giving me a lot of empowering energy, okay? Being really like confident in yourself, like really owning your energy. This is also very nurturing energy. I'm getting something of really nurturing yourself, and through that nurturing others, nurturing ideas, nurturing different passions. This is a very abundant energy. Powerful, like that burst is coming right out of their heart. Really shining your heart, shining your truth into existence. And it's kind of cool too, because they have this hood coming up. It's giving me kind of an elusive vibe, like a seahorse. Just like also being discerning about your magic and your energy, being protective over your energy, you know, really putting that hood on to kind of shroud yourself, and not to hide, but more to discern and to protect. There's an awareness of becoming more protective of your energy in a way, because of this love, this for yourself, this radical self-love that I sense here with this like starburst, this and just trusting your capacity. I sense you building a life that feels more aligned with your soul, making changes to, you know, assist with that. Trusting your no and trusting your yes with the Empress, right? They take care of stuff. But ultimately, they know they need to take care of themselves in order to be able to show up in the community, to lead and to cultivate and to, you know, nurture and to give, right? Like, this is also, you know, giving birth to new ideas and walking alongside them, cultivating them as they nurture and grow. But again, ultimately, the Empress knows that she has to look after herself before she looks after, so she can look after others. Like, you know, it's giving me that whole airplane mask energy, right? You got to put your own mask on before you put someone else's mask on. What else is coming out here? We've got the Three of Voices and the Magician. Sorry if that was loud, I just bumped. The Three of Voices and the Magician. Wow. There's a definite energy of turning pain into power here. Transmuting pain into power. And creating from that place. There's a lot of creation energy here. So some of you, well, you know what, these are general. All of you are, you know, there's a sense of creativity in whatever it is that you're doing. And if that, you know, resonates, please let me know, because I love to hear what you guys are up to. But yeah, there's this energy of transmuting pain into power, and being acquainted with your magic through that process. You are the twin, so there's a sense of duality, and within that duality there's this spectrum of alchemy, and which is how we kind of transmute. Taurus and I just talked about this, transmuting the full spectrum of experiences into wisdom that lights the lantern to assist us along the unfolding path, to guide us along the unfolding path, right? So it's really cool energy. It really is. Like, I can't even, I feel like I can't even put everything into words. And maybe that's something too, and instead you're just living. You're just being. you're just creating and walking in your power, standing in your power, really knowing that you are the magician, Gemini. You are magic. This is one of the cards you lend your energies to, right? Like you rule the hands, you rule the arms, you rule anything that's parallel on our bodies. And you're about like channeling creative energy into things, creating things so that the rest of us can interact with them. And you know, internally, Gemini, you are, right, you love to gather information. So you are so adept at, again, like receiving a lot of information energetically and then like conceptualizing it into something that can be interacted with, that can be ingested, whether we're reading it, whether we're viewing it, or you know, feeling it, or you know, absorbing it, whatever it is. Like I feel a lot of creative energy coming back. There's a time here of heartbreak in the middle of the Empress and the Magician. And I feel as though it's like very much there because he, you know, Taurus, and I also talked about this, healing is not linear. But there's a process here of turning pain into portals of power. And remembering that your reality is yours to create. And as you navigate and create, you know, your reality, there's this sense of a deeper relationship or awareness of who you are, a deeper awareness of yourself. I sense a lot of really cool ideas coming through your energy right now, Gemini. 9 of Emotions, Bliss. Oh, what a cool reading. And it's like very sea-ish. This card, you know. The 9 of Emotions is about inner peace. And so right underneath the Empress, there's a sense of finding and connecting to your inner emotional core and your inner peace, and being able to go there like a seahorse and hold on, you know? I sense you finding your peace and holding on to your peace and being able to, you know, connect to your inner emotional core in a profound way through this pain into portals of power, through holding space for your pain to teach you, to articulate to you the depth of your love, right? And like really there's a sense of being reacquainted with your magic and your power. You never lost it, but sometimes going through hard times and painful times can make us feel a little disconnected from it. But as you hold space for that, and you know, the only way through is through, there's this reconnection, or you know, with that power, wielding that power, and like, you know, you feel yourself coming back to yourself more and more. And I feel like whoever is resonating with this reading, that's very much taking place, and it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's just so, there's a lot of really profound healing energy here, and a lot of like, you know, radical self-love, radical self-acceptance, and really, wielding your magic and creating a life that really feeds your soul, and trusting yourself to navigate the experiences of your life, and trust your yes and trust your no in order to really refine things to assist in building the reality that you feel comfortable with. And of course, we can't control everything, right? Life has ups and downs, but that's where I say that there's this trust with yourself to be able to navigate the experiences of your life. Again, being able to hold space for the pain and the pleasure, the full spectrum of the experiences of your life up until this point, and transmuting them into wisdom, transmuting all of it into wisdom that you carry forward along the unfolding path, right? It's unfolding. So there's this sense of trusting the process, but remembering your strength and your magic and your free will and your willpower in the moment in order to bring your curiosity to the unfolding of time. I hope this is making sense, because we're in the last couple weeks of the astrological year. So we just had the full moon in Virgo, which is another mercurial ruled sign. So Virgo is lends itself to the hermit energy. So there's a lot of monk-like energy right now when it comes to kind of going within and really being with yourself, and taking stock of everything that has happened up until this point, refining through release, integration, and ultimate transmutation into wisdom. It's a deep time. It's a time of saying goodbye to certain versions of ourselves, extracting again the wisdom and the lessons from that time to carry forward in our toolbox, to light our lanterns along the unfolding path. I just keep saying that because it is. It's an unfolding path. We don't always know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, but the power is in the moment. And that's where I feel you really bringing your energy, whenever this finds you, is really bringing yourself back to the moment, feeling, the power of the, present, past, future, but remaining in the moment, in navigating those things, extracting wisdom from the past, applying it in the moment for what's ahead in the future. I feel that y'all have been really, working on a healthy routine, when it comes to emotional wellness. I feel like this process has really, I don't know, there's practices I sense you implementing here, and really committing yourself to with this 9 of emotions, what helps you recenter, what helps you ground yourself in your emotional body, through what it is that you enjoy, right? What creates a sense of pleasure, bliss, and also helps you calm your emotional waters. What else is coming up for Gemini? Ooh, your energy. This is so interesting, because Taurus got exactly the same combo, the Page of Voices underneath the 3 of Voices. So, we all have everything in our chart. Every sign, we all have it in our chart. But if you're feeling called to go check out Taurus's reading, I highly recommend you do. There's been a lot of references already to it, so that might be helpful. There might be some messages there for you. Because with this combo, it's really kind of showing me that you also are learning how to really articulate your truth when it comes to your pain, to really express yourself, to really, articulate it. I also sense this deep curiosity with yourself when it comes to how it is that you're feeling, what it is that you're thinking, that, where it is that you feel like penned in, holding yourself back, any kind of triggers or self-sabotaging behaviors or fear or anything that comes along with being hurt, right? The Page of Voices is so keen on learning. They want to learn everything that they can about their element, which is air, which is the mental realm, your intellect, your intellectual intuition, your thoughts, your beliefs, your expressions, and they want to articulate it, they want to adapt, they want to learn. And so I sense you taking a really, really, really curious approach with yourself, which is healthy, Gemini. It's so necessary to be curious about yourself, to investigate yourself, to pay attention to yourself, to really receive whatever is bubbling up, whatever is cycling around, whatever has hurt your heart, anything that you're noticing within yourself come up, right? Like because there's medicine there, there's teachings there. And I feel it, like, if you're here still and resonating with this reading, I feel like that has been the practice. And I'm really proud of you, Gemini. That has been the practice. That is what has assisted in, kind of as grounding in your emotional body. There may be things that you do like meditation or breath work, going for a walk, if you're close to the water, being around water, taking a shower, having a bath, drinking water, anything that helps you really soothe, again, your emotional waters. And through that, being able to tune in with the heart, to really tend to the mind, to validate your mind, right? Like, because the Three of Voices is about heartbreak, but then it's the memory of heartbreak, right? Because it's happened already. Whatever we're talking about here, if you're resonating with this, it's happened, it's occurred. And it's the memory of that, it's the residual effects of that the mind holds on to. And the mind is incredibly protective. Like, that's what anxiety is, right? It protects us. It can get out of line when it comes to different chapters in our lives, right? Like, there's things that I sense that have kept you safe to a certain point that we're talking about, and now they have they've been getting in your way. And that's what I sense you investigating, validating, loving, learning, and ultimately transmuting that pain into power, that pain into wisdom, and really feeling your magic at your fingertips, feeling connected to your body with the Empress here, having boundaries with the Hood, right? Like, being discerning, being protective over your sacred energy, trusting your yes and trusting your no, and applying that based on how you are feeling. Like, the seahorse isn't trying to pretend to be anything else, like it's been, and it's like, I am me. I do it my way. And that's just really reminding me of your energy right now. Like, I always, Gemini, always, but I really feel like there's a sense of kind of coming home to yourself in a deeper way whenever this video finds you. Emperor. Yeah, so we've got the Emperor and the Empress. So here we go with the, you know, alchemy of the masculine and feminine energies. We all have those energies, the yin yang energy. And you are the twins, so you rule like duality, and the spectrum within that duality, the connection between duality. And so I feel like there's this, you know, alchemization of masculine and feminine energy that feels authentic to you. And this, you know, freedom to shift and play with that energy based on the circumstances and the situations that you are in, based on where you are at any given time, because we literally play with those energies. We utilize those energies based on what it is that we are doing at that time. And remember, the male seahorse is the one that gives birth, and that works for the seahorses. They're like, that's what we do. And I love it. And I feel as though like there's a deeper awareness of your unique alchemy, your unique elixir with masculine and feminine energies, and being able to, you know, wield them in different ways, right? It's like the Emperor, there's where you need to take action and where you need to take initiative, that's masculine energy. Where you are growing, cultivating, that's feminine energy. And again, like no matter how you identify, like we all have those energies within us. Again, yin and yang. However you like to, you know, conceptualize it, right? I just sense you becoming more, feeling more free to play with your energy and to just be who you are and to accept who you are, and really know yourself at a deeper level in order to apply these different, you know, to alchemize these different energies based again on the circumstances that you are finding yourself in. With the Empress and the Emperor here too, like some of you could have partners, and you might find you do your thing uniquely. You work together in ways that work for you, not, you know, specific, you know, ways that, like, you know, like not what society tells you to do. Whatever works for you, whatever works for you as a partnership. And there's a commitment with that, right? It's interesting because the seahorse is very traditional. They are monogamous, they are traditional in that sense. But again, the male gives birth and that works for them. So however you like to allocate different tasks in the home, however you like to, you know, relate with each other, and giving each other the freedom to express your masculine and feminine energies in the ways that feel authentic to you. That's what I feel here. While being traditional in your own unique way. What a cool reading. I just love this card. It gives me such Gemini energy. Just this like, so smart, so powerful, so funky and free and like fun. So stylish and unique in your style. You're really emerging as this, you know, in a powerful way from perhaps a, you know, a dark time, a tough time. And the perspective, the truth that you have, the articulation and the expression of that is remarkable. You know, I really sense you, whatever, you know, medium you like to use to express yourself, mediums, because I feel like you're very multifaceted. I don't even feel like you're multifaceted. I know that you're multifaceted. If you have Gemini heavily in your chart, you are multifaceted. There's just multi ways that you do express yourself. And again, right, talking about taking in a lot of information and, you know, summarizing it in a way that the rest of us can learn from, as well as you, right? And like Taurus, I feel like there's activation in regards to things that you'd like to take a stand for, that you'd like to speak to, you know, when it comes to what needs to change in our societies, how we can take care of one another in a better way. And ultimately, coming back to the beginning of this reading, learning how to really tend and nurture yourself so that you can show up in the community in a way that doesn't deplete you, in a way that you feel valued. Queen Nandi. Oh, intuition. Oh my gosh. Intuition. So yeah, following your intuition, listening to your intuition. That's where the trusting, the yes and the no is coming from for me. And the different ways that you utilize the different energies within you, you know, the masculine, feminine energy, the yin, the yang, at a, you know, in each given moment, depending on what it is that you are doing. And following your intuition to align with, you know, like-minded people, following your intuition in, you know, creating what it is that you're creating, whatever it is, like, you know, and just following your intuition and how you'd like to, if you are, you know, in a partnership, following your intuition to what feels right for you guys, you know, right for you two. And if you're, you know, calling in a partnership, like that, calling in a partner that's like ready to kind of be, you know, open to that, and like, you know, give lots of room to working together to find ways of creating the partnership that fits your energy, just like the seahorse. I feel like there's one more in here. Gemini. Eyes and miracles. So, miracles. This is just giving me like a lot of like, it's just giving me such abundant energy. I just feel like things are really moving in a direction that feels good after a dark time. And you have navigated through that. And it's powerful. I hope that, I told this to Taurus too, I really feel like there's a lot. There's very different readings, but there's a lot of crossover. Give yourself a pat on the back. Really, you know, show love to yourself. I know that you know, if you're resonating with this, you're learning how to show more love to yourself, for what it is that you've gone through up until this point, how it is assisting in a deeper sense of wisdom and trust in your ability to navigate the experiences of your life, and to, you know, really put yourself out there and create a reality, co-create reality with, you know, the universe, with spirit, because it's all about co-creating with life, really, like that aligns with your soul. So I feel like there's just, with miracles coming out, like literal miracles, things working out, things feeling better, things that going in motion, you know. answers received, you know, movement, momentum, alignment, the Magician and the Empress, things coming to fruition, things growing right before your eyes. With the Empress here and the Emperor, your action, you know, resulting in growth that is coming to fruition right before your eyes. You know, you feeling more in your body, feeling more in your power, connected to your intuition, connecting to your magic and how to wield that magic in the physical realm, right? That's the Magician. The Magician has every element at their fingertips, remembering that you too have every element at the fingertips, and like receiving that energy and channeling it out into whatever it is that you're creating in the physical. Gemini. The seahorses. The sound of the universe. Wow. You know, this card doesn't come out very much for me. That's cool. I don't know, I actually even think that I've seen this card, which is interesting. I've had this deck for a while. The sound of the universe. Sorry, I'm just really taken aback. It's just gorgeous. This like expansion, like the burst coming from the heart space. Also this like download energy, and all this creative energy, all of this action, all of this you know, cultivation, growth, nurturing, all of this, you know, centering, inner peace, you know, being really in yourself, being curious about yourself. Ultimately, it all comes down to the sound of the universe, feeling very connected to everything, feeling such a sense of belonging. And I feel like this hard time, you know, brought you very much closer to spirit, brought you really close to the universe, closer to the universe. You know, like I said, I haven't seen this card, I don't think, at all. So I'm going to look at the book and see what we can learn, right? I love learning with you, Gemini. Life-changing experiences. Glimpsing the great mystery, significant timing, pivotal moments, the Sri Yantra, the tuning fork of universal consciousness, music, transcending mundane reality. Wow. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief, remind us of a greater reality, and influence us so that life will never be the same again. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is a wonderful way to conclude this reading and like summarize it, hone it, you know, really. Thank you, Spirit. Life-changing experiences. So there, you know, I feel that you've been through a lot, Gemini, with this Three of Voices here. A lot of life-changing experiences that have been painful, but with the Empress here too, and the Nine of Cups, that also have been beautiful, and everything in between. Glimpsing the great mystery. Yeah, okay, there's some profound spiritual awakening energy here that has brought you deeper into your soul, therefore being closer with life, right? We are all life experiencing itself. We are all creator experiencing itself. And the magician is that embodiment, that conductor of that energy. And we are all conductors of energy between, you know, the cosmos and Earth. Oh man, this is, I don't want to be too long, but it's incredible. The Sri Yantra. I don't know what that is. If anyone knows what that is, please let me know. The tuning fork of universal consciousness. Music, transcending mundane reality. You know, a lot of you could, you know, be musicians. I think all of you probably, you know, all of you transcend through music, whether or not you create it or, you know, you listen to it, or both. And coming up with new ways to share that universal, the sound of the universe with the rest of us. Transcending mundane reality, like just feeling the magic in everything, and feeling a deeper sense of belonging and divinity. I feel, Gemini, you're really stepping into your divinity. Okay, so having your world shaken up even a little can invite a deeper glimpse of the great mystery of your life. There are a myriad of ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane world. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and intuitive creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Wake up to the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. Yeah. Wow. Ecstatic dance. It made me remember, look at these like dancers here. I just feel like you're moving your body more, feeling more creative flow, and like viewing deep into the heart of the magnetic soul of existence through creative pursuits, and feeling your energy, your power expand, and feeling confident in yourself, feeling connected to your body, and applying these, you know, like it says here, naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence. Wow, what a cool reading. I hope it was helpful to you in some way. I'll see some of you over in the extended reading where we'll take this energy week by week and also check in and do little mini readings for each week of the month. So again, if you're interested in that, it's down in the description below. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next month.